Welcome back, everyone. This is Yessie. So, have you ever wondered how your social life correlates with your happiness? If you don't, well, stay tuned for this week's topic about friendship. All right, guys. So, I was kind of surprised when I started looking into this research about friendship. So, I did find out that people who are more social, who have like a social life, they actually tend to be happier. Okay. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense because I feel like the more people you're around, the more like you're like
the good vibes you get.
Yeah, the good vibes you get. But not only that, I always feel like you're always in the ambiente of that. So like, you know, like in that, how do you say, atmosphere. Yeah. So you're always like, yeah.
I would say yeah, because I'm that person that like donde quiera que yo vaya, I make friends. Old, young, and like I'm at the club, I'm at a restaurant, and de repente I just say something random, and then we just start conversating. Next thing you know, oh, what's your social media? Oh, this, oh yeah, like, oh, do you go here? Do you go there? And yeah, everyone that voy casi siempre salgo with.
But do you feel
a friend?
Do you
I feel happy? Yeah, I see why not. I mean, I'm not happy for my life decisions probably, but as of that type, yeah, I'm that person that I become friends with everybody. I give everybody that chance. Yeah. And sometimes I'm just a little bit too open. Yeah. Like when we first meet, I just spit out my whole everything, and then like I expect the same. And some people are not like that. Some
they don't reciprocate.
Like, yeah, or they're like, she's too friendly, and it's like, what the heck? Like, do you want me to be friendly? Do you want me to be a bee? You explain, because I can be both. Yeah. Like, literally.
Yeah. Well, I did find out other stuff too.
But like, I wanted to ask a question. But it's like, are you happy in the moment or happy in general with your life?
Oh heck yeah, I'm super happy within the moment. Hasta me pongo
no, but I mean like ¿cómo se dice? The fact that Yesenia said. Like, do you think that they're happy in that moment with the people, or they're happy like in life?
Probably in general. In general. I've met people that are just, you can just tell, like, just the way they talk is like, hey, oh yeah, like they're all like, damn,
bro, give me that energy. You see that, and even gives you like, oh my god, hi, like how's your? I know I love that energy. Like if people give me that, I'm like, oh my god, yes, you're making me want to have a good day. Like,
no, but sometimes I'm like, damn, she's a little bit too weird for me. When they're too hyped up.
Oh my god, you see, we think like, that's exactly what I was going to say. I was like,
this morning.
I was like, no, like I can be like that. I can be like, this person's way too happy for me. Like, tone it down a little bit, you know?
Like my mom would probably be like, esa loca, ¿qué le pasa? ¿Están drogas o qué?
Shut up. I used to go to these seminars. Girl, I'd be like, what the hell is going on here? Like, why? I don't know, because everybody's clapping, and you know, there's a person in the front chanting, oh, give me a da da da, and everybody's chanting,
and you know, tienen vergüenza, like they're out there, like,
tienen ese high energy, y yo acá como que,
con la manita halfway.
I can literally stick out so much because I'm just not hyped.
You're like, I'm not and getting that energy.
You know, I have like, I can show like what the fuck face. Like, I don't hide my faces.
We're very hard on that, to hide your face expressions.
So it was like.
So do you think you're more of like a loner?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, can you believe? Because I looked it up, right? And so there was a study made by PubMed Central, and they showed that the people who lack social interaction, they actually have higher. They're linked to cardiovascular disease.
Ooh, high blood pressure. I need friends.
Cancer. Yeah, so it has a lot to do with the quality of life that you have, like your social and all of that. So that took me back a little, which makes sense though.
Yeah, damn, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Like, so si eres una amargada, completamente amargada, eres una persona que siempre va a tener like health medical problems. Issues.
Yeah, and it is like that though. Because you see a depressed person.
Por eso estoy bien, bueno, dice que yo right now, estoy buena de salud. Because I'm so friendly.
Karina's like, more excuses to like party.
Yeah. Just kidding. Because it is true, I feel like when you have friends, you wear sunshine on your face. You're always like, oh my god.
Positivity.
Like Yesenia said, if someone's depressed, they're always going to be like, dang. Like,
but I feel like it's good to have a lot of people around you, but at the same time, it's like, you have to what if one day you're not feeling that vibe?
Yeah.
And you have to kind of fake it. to be around that person. Because
I think a lot. I feel like whenever you're not feeling that way, you're almost
have
you have
yourself,
to, because then you're like, I don't want to make them feel like, oh, like I don't want to hang out with you.
Yeah,
or them feel away.
Or you be the downer, you know.
But then that's where you know if this person is your real friend or not.
For
When
sure.
you're able to
somebody.
actually speak about it, let them know, hey, like I'm not trying to be a bitch or anything, but today I'm not feeling the conversation. Like I'm not feeling like I don't want to talk. And you can either be that person that, like, you're gonna think about, like, damn, if I tell them how I feel, they're gonna take it hard. Like,
but that comes back to, are they really your friend's friend?
Yeah.
Ándale, lo que te iba a decir, if they're your real friends, they should be able to understand and be okay with you not wanting to talk that day or not wanting to hang out that day or do certain things I would usually do. That's where that, either you're my friend or you're take it to fucking heart.
Yeah.
So,
that makes sense.
Or either you have that friend that is going to be like, nah, come on, you're gonna stay home depressed and get you out of that funk.
Yeah.
Or just be like, all right, bro, like no hard feelings. Like,
and that's
stay home.
hard because you don't,
So
you
it's
know,
like
some
either
people,
way.
and it's hard though because some people, you know, you don't want to either. You don't want to give up on them. Like, you don't want to dejarlos allí. ¿Qué tal if they go into a deeper, dark hole, like, más de lo que están. So it's kind of like 50-50. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Yeah.
And then I also found out that friendship actually helps with self-esteem. They help boost your self-esteem.
True.
Yeah.
That's
And it makes sense because when me and Jessica, when one of us is feeling down and we just text each other and then either I do it or she does it, we hype each other up.
Yeah. Especially we're like, you know, I'm feeling this way. And they're like, well, get it together. And we, you know, we tell each other, you're the boss, bitch.
Yeah.
Your boss, bitch. That gets every
Even
female
like even emotionally or like
like, you're that
physically, like
sexy
you know when you're getting ready to post a picture, but you're like, should I?
Yeah.
And you send it your friend, they're like, hell yeah, you look so good.
Yeah.
So like it gives you that confidence boost.
For sure.
Yeah. I think when they say social, I think as long as you have that one friend, you can have one friend, but as long as you stay active with that one friend, you're good. The level of happiness is there, and the self-esteem, it's there. You know, like it doesn't matter like how much social. I think in a way, like to
like how many.
Yeah. Well, that's the way I see it. But
No, y luego uno como, like, us as adults, we know, you know how they say, like, oh, you're the person, like, the people you bring around you is what determines the person you are. And I don't think that's true. Like, I hate...
You think it's true?
No, I don't think it's true. Because I can have, like, all types of crazy friends and I'm not on the same boat. And then sometimes we do, like, it has happened to me where I caught myself, like, criticizing like that. Being like, oh, like, si esas personas son, you know, que roban or whatever, and I know that they're hanging out, I sometimes be like, oh, los juzgo ya, like, oh, ellos también serán rateros.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't know, you know, because I put myself in those shoes because I do have a whole bunch of friends that do live different lifestyles, and I don't rock that way, you know. So it's like, I'm really not scared to have all types of friends. Aunque me juzguen, because I know that's what happens, but I really don't care. Because at the end of the day, we know when I go up, cuando me muera, God is gonna ask me, not Jessica or Jessie, you know.
Yeah. So, and do you guys have a best friend, like that one best friend that you rely?
Yeah. Definitely.
I definitely have that one. Like she's, I don't know how to say. There's always like that one person that you're like always attached to, and you're like, oh yeah, that's the one person I have to tell right now. Like that's the one. Like,
oh
girl,
my God, yes.
Like if my message shows a bitch, just go in. So I feel like it's always important to have one best friend.
Yeah, but is it the best friend that you can tell her?
Oh yeah,
everything.
Yes, I feel
really.
My best friend's so blunt to the point where it can hurt my feelings. But like it's
that's a good friend.
Honest.
That's a good friend.
Do you? What about you, Karina?
Yeah, I could say I do have one best friend. Get igual like Joanna says, you know, that's that person that you just right away want to be like, bitch, me pasó esto el otro, you know, that confianza. But yeah, for sure.
Are they also blunt?
Yes.
Like así como, they tell you straight up if you're wrong.
Yeah. And that's where, like, I learned this not so long ago from a person that, like, a friend that I was, you know, obviously getting to know, whatever. And she was like, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't tell you what it really is.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
if I
just
knew you
keep
were
going.
wrong,
Yeah.
I can, you know, if I wasn't your real friend, I could have been like, oh no, okay. But
Yeah.
I am your real friend. I love you and I want you to do better. So yeah, that looks wrong. That's wrong. Like try to fix it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit. It hurts my feelings, like Joanna said. But at the
Can you
same
get
time, you're
mad?
like, damn, no otra persona me lo diría. So
Yeah, and there's
that's how you
definitely
know.
two different friends. Because there's the friend that knows that you're doing something wrong, and they'll hype you up on the wrong. Like they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, you do it, and then like we have those friends that are like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah.
fix it, and let me tell you why you're wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's almost like thing.
But
Like you want it's either like you want to have the friend or you want to.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, I don't know if Jessica was gonna say, because
What?
I only have one best friend that tells me, bitch, let's do it, and we know it's wrong, and then
Yeah.
it's like, bitch, nah, we shouldn't.
Yeah, for sure. Because I think I have like you said, I have Yesenia that she can tell me. She can tell me you're wrong. But si viene como una prima, así como normal, pues que we're not like
That you don't
tight,
really talk to.
or a friend that's not tight. I might take it personal. I might, get offended.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, I
'cause
honestly,
there's certain
yeah.
friends you can take the real shit from,
Yeah.
and there's friends like, bro, what the fuck is that your business?
Yeah. No, yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I felt that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's like the ones that you rock with the most. Like,
Yeah.
las que sí te conocen. Te conocen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't talk now.
How long have you had your best friend?
I would say probably since I've known her. I would say since we were like in diapers. Since we were kids, I remember us playing and like always being like, oh, that's my best friend. Or sometimes like we would go to school together because we would live in the same neighborhood. I would say for maybe about 3 years we were separated because she moved to a different like city, so she went to a different school, and then I found her back in middle school. So when I was like, oh my god, we went to maybe 3 years in elementary. After that, she went to a different elementary school, like across town. So I never got to see her again. So when I see her again in middle school, that's when it started hard. And you know how middle school, that's when you start kind of like, developing into being a young lady. So it's like more like
teenager.
you're my best friend. Not like when you're, elementary, you're like everybody's your best friend.
Yeah.
So,
That's so
yeah, so I could say since middle school. So I would say maybe about 15 years.
Yeah.
Around 15 years, I would say.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
And then your best friend, Joanna?
My best friend I've only known for about 4 years. But I will tell you, 4 years with someone can be longer than like 10 years with a friend. Because I don't know, I feel like the friends that I've had before have been like for way longer. Like I've known them like since kindergarten probably, but it's never felt like a real friendship. Like Karina said, like when you're little, and you're like, oh, everyone's my best friend. And even though we stayed throughout, elementary school, middle school, I never felt like a real friendship, like where we were able to tell each other right and wrong, like do crazy shit together, and it's just different. Yeah, but I love my best friend.
That just came to my mind. I think it's crazy how sometimes your best friends can be like your cuñis or like your
your cousin.
or like your brother's wife or girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
I think that's so weird. Really, I think that's super dope. Like,
I mean, obviously, it's dope that you can have that bond with that person
in family.
And
yeah,
family, I was
but
gonna say
like
that. I
it's
think
still a
that's
little
the cool
weird.
part.
Because what if that person leaves a family?
Girl, we really
No, but
I was
it's
gonna say that.
pero
Like
con
in-law.
cuña, con cuñas, tú.
like like you
Cuñadas.
being best friends with like your husband's sister and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, I'm not best friends with them, but like,
You're-
but we get along so well. Like,
Okay, yeah.
we're in that good spot,
Yeah.
Like, I can tell them stuff too.
I mean,
and I don't
technically,
feel
they're like
gonna judge me.
sisters. They came to your life.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause I feel
add-ons. Yeah, like
I'm not
add-ons
close with
and
my husband's sisters either. Like we're not like, oh, let's go, like best friends. But I like to have them in my family. Like yo las
Yeah.
veo como mis hermanas as well.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna say
But
like
it's not
my
the same.
sis- Yeah, I'm gonna say, I was gonna say like I can't be like, bitch, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like that, because that's what I tell them. I miss mis hermanas. Like yo les digo cosas straight up y igual ellas a mí.
Yeah.
and I don't feel like some type of way.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah.
But I feel like if I was like that with them, they'd be like, what the hell? So like I consider them my sisters, but I don't know, like,
to the comfortable point where you can like
not like my sisters, like because my sisters are more like my daughters. I feel like
do you know that's what I tell to my younger sister. I'm like, I can't see you as a sister.
Yeah, it's more like daughters.
More daughters.
I feel like that's exactly how you guys see.
Yeah,
For real, something happens. First thing, Jessica. Literally
have to call her. What about you guys? How do you guys feel being family and best friends?
It's the best thing.
Yeah, like I don't even see her as my cousin.
Yeah.
I call her sister.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I call her Sister Bear.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Sister Bear.
I call her Sister Bear, and like it's been like that for years.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't see her as my cousin. I tell you, see, I'm gonna tell them, cause Yesenia's like my person. She's like my. I tell her all this. She's like my soulmate.
Yeah,
like, we were meant to be.
Yeah, we were meant to be.
And like, cause we have a lot of similarities that we're like, oh my god, when we come to like, when we regroup and we talk to each other about our lives, we're like, what the heck that happened to me? Or like, oh my god, like
I did the same thing.
Yes, or I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. And we're ¿cómo dicen? Telepathic?
Oh yeah, we do
Yeah,
that.
you guys are
Telepateamos.
telepathically,
Yeah. Like I call her or text her and she's like, I was about to call you.
Yeah, so like you pick me. But like that same day, like around like I wake up and I'm like, damn, like I haven't texted Yessie. Let me text her.
Yeah.
And like and then she'll beat me to it because then I get busy or whatever.
Yeah.
And definitely she beats me, and I'm like or the other way around.
Yeah, she'll be the first one.
Yeah.
And I also get the buy when something's wrong too.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys get the presentimiento even. Like, really.
Definitely.
It's like, I know, I feel it in my heart.
Yeah, she'll be like, are you okay?
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
Like, how did you know?
Yeah.
You know, even though like she's my best friend, and that's one thing that I really like, that sometimes we don't talk for a good minute, but we can kind of leave off in the same in the same spot. And then that's another thing, once we get to talk again, like we literally hit each other up right at the right moment, like when we kind of just low-key know, like, hey, ¿cómo estás? And it's like, oh my god, I'm not good. And then that's when you start, because I'm the person that if I'm really going through something, even though you're like my best friend,
you're not gonna reach out.
Porque I don't like people to like, I don't want people to hop on with my sadness, because sometimes it's very, very hard for me to get out. I'm not that type of person that is like, I try to be. Now it's gotten better, but back then it's like, oh no, like, no te triste, do this, do that, and I'd be like, yeah, okay,
and you're like,
and they leave and I'm back at it. You know, so it's pretty cool.
No, like me and Jason are the same, because there was like a year that we didn't talk at all.
Yeah, we lost communication.
Yeah, because she had moved, and like, well, I think I had a baby.
No, and I had my kid.
Yeah, and you had a very traumatic event. So I was like, we just weren't there. Was it that time? Yeah, right?
Yeah, it was that time.
Because I remember when I came back, you had a baby.
Yeah.
So I remember I texted her. I'm like, how you usually just had a baby? Like, oh yay. So then we like como si nada. Yeah. Because you have friendships where you don't talk and you just slip away.
Yeah, we just get caught up with life.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because even though we were like caught up with our own lives, like we were able to come back and like nothing, and we didn't have no hard feelings. Like some honestly se ofenden, like,
sí, porque tú no me textaste. And I feel like we both, I mean, in my head, I'm like, pues we get caught up in life, Yeah. And I was like, well, I was going through this, and
I think that's where the maturity comes in.
Yeah, for sure.
Si una no entiende, it's like, damn, like, you're still immature. You don't understand how life happens. And sometimes we just...
so high school. Like,
and like, oh and then it's not true, because it's not true friendship, not true love, not...
understanding.
Exactly. It's just like, you shouldn't get like that.
I have a question. How far would you go for your best friend? Like, what is one thing? Like, how there's like all these like como little memes, or como memes? They're like, I will kill. Like if my best friend would kill it, we would go and bury them, or
stuff like that. Friend that they can call to. What do we do?
like, what would be the most, or have you done something like to help your best friend?
Obviously
has
not
that
killing, but like
obviously,
we haven't killed yet.
No,
Because I'm not gonna lie, my friend has had me like when I didn't have money, like when I was like I could not even fix the tires on my mom's car, and she was like, "I'll give you a loan, like as long as you go get even to get my license, like I'll take you. You can use my car, just go ahead, like any little thing like that." So I feel like I'm willing to,
dope.
like if my best friend told me like carry my baby, I would carry her baby. Like
Your best friend,
I'm not even playing. Like I would, awesome. I think I would do like
I would do surrogacy for your best friend.
Yes, I love my best friend.
I'd be like, Joanna, would you do it for me?
Yes, I would do it for my sisters as well. Like, but I would take a bullet probably.
Yeah.
Your best friend or for your sisters?
No, for my best friend.
Oh, not for us. She said F you guys.
No, I got to, but you guys are asking me like how far.
Yeah. What about you, Karina? What would you do, or what have you done?
I would say what have I done?
Yeah,
I've done a lot of things for my. Well, es que mi friend se porta bien. I'm like, I don't have to do none of that.
Okay, so what has she done to you?
My friend, she's covered for me a lot, and any like little lies and stuff like that. Okay, I know that's not her thing. She doesn't like to lie,
but Karina, get it together.
but to have my back and stuff, yeah, for sure. But when we were younger, we would do like a lot of things for each other, like that, like así como like if she needed like cash or I needed cash, we would definitely like give each other like, oh, here, take this if you don't have it, or ella para mí, like like that. But I don't know.
Nothing crazy.
So if you guys want to take a bullet for each other?
Oh yeah.
You guys are like you.
You said you've had your friend for 5 years, so I was like, a bullet. Okay.
Well, I would take a bullet for my friend if we're in a situation where like they want to harm her. Like I would go on front and I would take the bullet. I think
just like a casual friend. You would do that?
No, my best friend.
Oh, your best friend.
Not a casual friend. Fuck no. I'd be like, bitch, you better take your own bullet.
Duck and cover.
No, I'd be like, that's on you. What did you do? I'm stepping over here. Karina, I'm stepping over here. What did you do?
Karina's in the car.
I want to know.
She at her house.
Maybe I say that because I don't have no kids, nothing to leave behind. Maybe that's
when you have more than like. Do you guys have more than one best friend?
No. I don't believe in having more than one best friend.
Friends.
But not more than one best friend.
Right.
I feel like there's only one person like you can give that title to. Because I'm not gonna lie.
You say you have two best friends.
I've had two best friends at one time because they were sisters. And it kind of came in a package, you know what I mean? So it's like
that's cool.
And oh my god, like they were the best thing that happened to me in my life too.
In that moment of your life.
In that moment in my life, they were like perfect. Like oh my god. Like thank them eternally because like I don't know how to say, they kind of shaped me into the person I became because of them I learned not to be too nice. Like they would be like, you're too nice, like you give away your things, like you let people borrow your clothes, and I'm like, you're so right, and I never asked for my clothes back. Like they would be the ones to put me.
You're still too nice.
Yeah, I am still too nice, but still like they showed me like how to like I would let girls borrow my clothes in school literally. And they would be like, girl, ask for it back, and I would, but it was how to say, that kind of came in a package because like their sisters they were always around each other, so
but
I think that's cool though.
Because it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, the three thing,
the Three Musketeers,
like it was so
talking about that. I tell my daughter, I was like, you know how there's movies where like there's always 4 best friends or something like that. They go on trips and shit. I'm like, I don't think that's too much for me.
Like best friends, I think only one.
So I'm like,
true.
That's too much.
Do you have more than one, Karina?
No. Not more than one. No,
it's like you have a lot of friends and acquaintances and stuff, but not
that I can just randomly hit up and be like, "Hey, vámonos al club, let's go dance." Be like, yeah, like that.
Or more like, guess what? Like, no, I'm sad.
No, I only have
that
one
would
person.
be one person.
Yeah, one
person. But like Jessica said, does it get overwhelming with you having like multiple friends?
No,
because
you don't get tired.
No, because sometimes I have multiple friends that already know each other. So when we go out, it's like, oh yeah, let's invite her. Oh yeah, let's go. That, you know, así.
It's easier for
Y como
you.
te digo, I'm telling you, I'm always meeting new people. Like a homegirl from high school that I had just met high school freshman year. We became very cool. Like after years after high school, we became even super cool. And now we go out clubbing and stuff like that. And then one time we went out, just me and her. We went to Mexican baile that I haven't gone in a long time, and one of her homegirls, one of her, you know, not best friends but homegirls, like she was chilling with us, and then we became cool, and then we exchanged like information. So like, yeah, the other day, like she invited me to a baile and stuff like that, and I was like, oh dang, I can't go, but still, you know, I was like, damn, that's cool.
But Karina always has had good friendships in her life. Like I feel like back when she was a little younger, she used to stay the night at her friends' house like almost all fucking week.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah.
And like I'm like, girl, do you live over here?
No, yeah. And the cool part is that around that time, like I was like 16 or 17, and I had my own car, so I would literally stay there all weekend and be out with her. I would say
and her
like
family.
Yeah, her family. Like it was super super cool.
Yeah, and I really thought that was cool.
Yeah, they took me everywhere.
Like I feel like that helps you live like experiences in your life, you know.
Yeah, and they were Hispanic, but they were Colombian. Yeah, so it was super different. ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Cómo se dirá?
Like a culture shock.
Ándale.
Like
there
you
you
were
go.
like,
Because us Mexicans, ya ves, we eat different things for breakfast or lunch. Or even the language was so different for me.
Meanings.
Like, the first thing to me was the dad would always tell the youngest sister, like, no seas tan cansona. And to me, no seas tan cansona. So the first time I heard it, I started laughing. I'm like, did you just tell her not to be a calzón? And he's like, what? What's a calzón? I'm like, an underwear. He's like, what? That's what you guys say, and you know, that's how you guys say it. I'm like, yeah, nosotros decimos calzón, chonino, or whatever. And I was like, what does cansona mean? He's like, que me está cansando, so le digo cansona. I'm like, oh, it didn't click at the moment. I thought it was like a calzón. So yeah, it was super super cool. She taught me, like you said, the culture shock. It was so different, so it kind of like, yeah, it was pretty cool.
No, I remember her. I remember that was Karina's
She was so sweet, super
sweet.
What's the hardest thing you've had to go through with your best friend? Like hardest, as in it was hard on both of you guys, like an argument maybe, or like a situation where you guys like were both in the middle, or you guys were left. Middle. Never. You guys have never gone through anything harsh.
Okay, well, I say
in our friendship, no.
Yeah.
No.
Like
there's
hard
bad things that had happened to each of us separately, and then we've been there for each other.
So never like a fight, argument.
We don't fight.
No, we never had that.
We fought with the first I mean, we've had like once or two fights, but we were in middle school.
Oh, you were little kids.
Yeah.
Which one?
Remember, we have two. We have the one where you accidentally draw my picture. Well, I thought you had painted my picture.
on her yearbook picture.
No, it was a picture of una amiga. And like she was passing her pictures out, which now that I'm like, that's a little conceited, but okay, whatever.
Hey, I did that too.
Really?
To my friends. When we would get that little packet of a whole bunch of pictures.
Oh,
I would hand that to my friend, especially my little crush.
Would have you guys as friends all on your binders.
Su mamá todavía ni las pagaba y Karina repartiendo fotos.
Yup. Literally. Why do you think they stopped doing it? Probably because of me. Sorry, guys.
She ruined it for everybody.
So that one, and then I asked her like, did you paint? And she just started laughing, so I automatically thought it was her.
But I don't know if y'all know that when I'm nervous, I laugh.
Yes, you do.
I laugh.
Or when you're accusing her of something she didn't do, she laughs. Like you could be so mad and
I'm
fighting with Yesenia and she laughs. That's what she does.
So it means
but at the moment, well, honestly, we've been together for a while, but like we've never had confrontation, so I didn't know that. So I just automatically assumed that she had done it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I didn't even let 24 hours pass. I was like, Yesenia, it was you. It's okay. I love you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then the second time was where Yesenia she reminded me that we fought about our dads.
Oh yeah, we did. We had an argument about that, and
it was
I don't even want to talk about it because it was nonsense.
But that's the only two fights. But as adults, we have never. And I don't think I could let myself get in a fight with her. I'll be like, okay,
there's like no reason. Yeah, I was just about to say that.
There should not be drama. You guys are
because I feel like if I don't like something, I'm gonna tell her. And the same thing around. If she's gonna be like, Jessica, you're acting stupid, and I expect that from her, and I'm like, okay,
I'm not gonna lie. At
right.
first, it was a really because I've never had a friend do that to me. Like, be so honest. Yeah. That the first time I was a little taken back. I was like, dang, like, are you my friend? Like, why are you talking to me like
you
that?
Felt offended?
I felt a little offended. And let me tell you why. You know that friend that's always like talking shit about her man, and but then goes right back to them?
Yeah.
I'm that friend. So I was always telling her about my problems, like, oh my god, every day after work it was always something with me. So obviously as a friend you get tired of hearing the same things over and over and over, and you're like, I give you advice, you're not taking it, so it's like, shut the fuck up, like, don't fucking tell me. And then literally there's a day where she's like, look, if you're not gonna do nothing about it, just don't tell me. Because I really,
that has happened with my friend too. And the same thing, because she was like, dude, I'm tired of hearing you. I'm tired of seeing you cry. I'm tired of seeing you sad for something so dumb. Like, get out of that situation. Like, stop letting, like, así como dijo Joanna, stop telling me shit because I'm gonna get mad because you don't do nothing about it.
And you know how to say, you keep putting yourself in that same situation.
See, with us it's different. Like, I feel like Yesenia can tell me whatever she wants. Like, same way, there's Jessica. No.
We go through the same issue, like,
like, I'm just like, Yesenia, shut the fuck up. No. Like, I'm just like, I feel like as we have grown, I've noticed that life is not that easy. You have friends that maybe you're like, oh, déjalo, or like, whatever you're going through, just separate yourself from it. But sometimes it's not that easy.
Yeah, it's not.
That's true.
And that's the thing that you have to remember, like, not everybody makes or has the same family or has the same family issue like you. Everybody has it differently. Everybody grew up with different traumas, so I understand that part. Like, I cannot force her to do something. I can let her know, like, hey, but look at it this way, or do this. Like, I suggest what she could do in order for her to step out of whatever she's in. But I'm never shutting her down. Never. I think as a best friend, I'm there so that she can lean.
You don't tell me otra vez esto.
It literally doesn't bother me.
Same.
It doesn't bother me. I'm more like, if you need to lean on me,
like a listener. Like, I'm here to listen no matter what.
Don't get me wrong. If there's some shit that I need to tell her, I'll tell her. And then but I don't tell her like in an attitude way either. I'm not like.
No, I don't think it's more of an attitude way. Like I said, I thought it was. Like, in the moment, you're always like, damn, like, I can't. Like, I wasn't expecting it, and like you guys say, like, I was expecting that. Like, oh, like, what? Like, but I had, like, how you had to get it from. I mean, I understood it from her. Because as a friend, I wouldn't want to keep seeing my friend cry.
That sucks.
And like, and just like always just down about herself. So I feel like that was just her way of being like, do something about it, and I did. Like,
but I felt like that's a little bit rough. It comes up rough, but then again, it's not my best friend. Because if Jessica would be like, girl, get it together. Either you do it or you don't, and don't tell me about it.
And like, I feel like, don't tell me about it a little bit more.
And then next time I'm be like, well, I'm not gonna tell you then. Because I'm not gonna repeat it.
You lose that.
And I did, and that is true. Because I kind of did. I kind of just was like, then you're not the person that I should tell that to. So then obviously I'm gonna go to my sister and like my other friend.
And you're still doing it. You're still going through the same issues. But now you're not telling your best friend.
You're alone.
Now you're alone on it.
I guess you can see that.
So I don't know, guys. We can give you a best friend class.
For real. Like, no, but it's good. Like, it's good to hear from other friendships, because you never know what other people's friendships are like. Because some people go far. Some people are swingers with their friends.
What?
No. Yes, girl.
What is that?
You need to hop on to Mom Talk.
I'm confused.
If you know what we're talking about, like, give this a thumbs up or something. Whatever you can do. Tell me why there's friends on TikTok. They're moms. They're all moms. They all hang out together. It's basically called like a Mormon community. I think it's like a religious thing. They just hang out like as, I guess. I'm not too familiar with the Mormon community, but basically throughout this drama, they're all friends and they all swing together. If you guys don't know what swingers are, yeah, they're like, that means they steal each other's partners. Yeah, switch partners.
I could never.
But there's a catch. There's a catch though. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. There's a documentary. ¿Cómo se llama? Netflix. Okay, it was a group of married people. They were friends, and they would go to this house, like whoever the couple le tocaba, and then they would just, you know, do their thing out there. Everybody
with
watching.
Oh my God!
I sent it to you, and you watched it. And yeah, I think y'all watched it too.
What was it?
It's a show?
Bad Mom?
No.
Yeah, it's in Netflix. It's un season.
It's un show. Sex Life.
Es un show.
Sex and Life. Sex Life. Sex and Life or Sex Life. Yeah.
I thought it was crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Is it like that? That's what you're
Girl, that's exactly what it is, literally. But it's not like, you know, you go to quien te toque. It's like they all like come to like a cocktail party.
Oh,
like they be like, oh, we're having a little cocktail party.
You see,
And
I'm
then,
too
but
celosa
there's
for
a
that.
catch. Like I said,
I
there's
can't do that with my partner. Hell no, bitch, that's my dick.
Listen, sis, but that's what I'm saying.
Hands
There's
off.
There's a
Hell
catch
yeah.
to this whole thing.
Okay, what's the catch?
So the catch is that your partner has to be in the room whenever you're doing it with the other partner. So like they have to like kind of agree to it. They have to agree that you're allowed to do it with this partner.
Baby.
Yeah.
So there's like 4 people in one
Yeah,
room.
they're literally because it's both of their partners.
So
they're
they're
watching them. Yeah.
Todos se van a
What
ver
if they get
culito
it
y todo.
on?
That's the
They
thing. So
get
that's
it
what
on too?
happened. That's actually what happened to one of the ladies. She actually ended up having relations with one of like another wife's partner, and they kicked her off. Like her husband divorced her because he didn't know about it. Like he was okay with it until like it's
They
called
kept it a
stepping out.
secret. Yeah.
They were going at it without them being in the room.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's when they like.
Oh no.
But what do you expect? That's gonna happen.
That's messy.
See, that's too messy. I was about to say that. That is too messy right there.
I mean, we can be best friends and all, but
like I said,
my man is my man.
like I said,
like we're
like I said, that's my dick.
yeah.
Get your hands off my dick.
Yeah,
I cannot share.
Girl, I did not know that was a thing. I didn't even know
That's wild.
swingers were a
Look,
thing.
man, now you know what? Nothing surprises me anymore. And the fact that now they record everything and no one's safe. Like I was just talking about this to my best friend the other day. We seen one of our middle school, high school, a girl that we knew, and you know, something went down and she was on Facebook as, you know, she got caught criminally and her photo was everywhere. And, you know, we were like, her mugshot and like what had happened and what she did or whatever. And we were like, damn, dude, like that's crazy. And I was telling my friend, I was like, damn, dude, now like no one's safe. You can't even be a criminal in peace because they have your mugshot out
like
there.
Everybody's gonna find out your mama,
Like,
even the people you went to school
hey,
with.
man, look, I seen a couple of homegirls, homeboys on that mugshot thing, and I'm just like, damn, homie got caught doing that, or you know, if a guy beat up his girlfriend, sale todo eso, and I'm just like, damn, that is so.
Honestly,
like,
I just know I'm gonna be crying in my mugshot. Like I just know
oh my
I'm gonna
girl,
be crying.
Me too.
now you can't. Now you gotta show a bitch face because the whole world's gonna see it. So you're like, that pussy.
I'm not gonna give a
Make
damn.
sure you
I'm
get
pretty sure
makeup
it's gonna be
on.
the last thing on my motherfucking mind. I'm gonna be worried about who's gonna bail me out. Like,
Have you seen well, this applies more to me and Jessica. Like, have you seen our middle school and high school friends? Like, how did they end up now? Like, how they ended up? I've seen a few, and I'm like, damn.
Oh my god, that happens to me too.
Really?
Yeah, where some friends
I have.
I've seen maybe like 1 or 2 females that I would say I was like, damn, dude, like, ¿qué te pasó? Like, eres una persona like cool, like what happened, you know? And I've seen like a homeboy of mine that, you know, we liked each other, but we were like, he wasn't my type, but we were still flirt. Bro, when I seen him like selling water bottles on the side of the road,
Swear.
I was like, bro,
That's so
what
sad.
the hell? You used to be popping, like popping, like what happened? Like now you out here selling waters, which, you know, it didn't seem like, oh, he's doing it for church. You know how some people there's like
it's better than
basketball.
selling drugs though.
That is, it is. I did think about that.
Yeah. You were like, do your thing, homie.
Yeah, after I was like, well, at least he's not out here selling drugs. But still, you know, I wouldn't expect to see him on the street
Yeah.
by my job selling
takes you-
waters.
Yeah.
And he looked.
Did he recognize you?
No, I was in my car. I was
Oh,
passing
you
by,
didn't
but I
say
seen
anything.
him.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
I
guys.
was like,
There's actually
shit.
something that like has kind of haunted me a little bit.
What?
Cause okay, so there's this girl that I went to middle school with, and she lives in our neighborhood actually, in the little trailers out back. And damn, I'm already describing where I live. Oh my god.
By the way, we don't live in a trailer. There's nothing wrong with trailers, but
Sorry,
sleep on
I'm
trailers.
giving out all the
It comes
info.
back to Joanna
TMI.
gives her all
all
her.
my information. Anyways,
She lives in your neighborhood.
She lives in my neighborhood.
Well, the neighborhood behind your neighborhood.
Yes, sorry. Point being is that I hadn't seen her like since out of high school, so I was like, like that's weird. I always see her around.
Yeah.
Well, then like a couple weeks later, I see her and she looks perfectly fine. Like I'm like, oh, like she even had a baby. Like how cute. And I had recently like seen that her boyfriend, you know, he wasn't with her anymore. So I was like, oh my god, like it must be hard as a single mother. Yeah. So whatever. Like I just always had her like in the back of my mind because we were cool back then. So then like one day, I don't know, me and my boyfriend we were just talking about like there's a lot of crackheads by our house. Like there's hella fucking crackheads. And then I was like, damn, like how must they feel being out in the fucking world on crack? Like, you know, like they're in their own little headspace.
They're like little
you know?
zombies.
Yeah, they look like zombies.
Well,
Crazy.
guys, as we're having this conversation and as we're going down the road, like to get to our house, literally we see her, and she's
a crackhead?
yeah, and she's so skinny, guys. Like I'm talking about like
about her baby?
scrawny, nowhere in sight. Like I didn't see her with a baby. Yeah, and guys, like it broke my fucking heart because that girl looks nothing like what she used to. Like I was like, what the hell happened to
But
her?
how do you
like,
know it was her though?
because I mean, you know, someone from our
but she just didn't
Valencia,
look
you
the
know,
same.
and and
She
how
looked
do I
the same,
say?
pero de más
Yes, yeah. And come on, she's the only blonde-headed girl. Have you guys
Except
had
struggle, but,
old
you know.
best friends, like best friends that you guys used to have before?
No. I haven't.
Say it again.
Like old best friends. You never had another best friends beside Jessica.
Oh, I am lying.
I did, but
did.
you better not be best friends with me.
Joseph is like, I'm a jealous best friend.
I am.
She's like, don't
But
pick
I
with me,
did.
best friend.
I did had a best friend, and because remember I used to live in Texas,
Oh,
so I had a best friend over there. But now I still have her on social media.
Be like, what's her name? What's her name? I'm gonna need to check on this.
She's like, I'm about to go check on her social media right now.
Desde ahorita te digo, Jessica, don't tell me that girl's name because I'm gonna go look her up.
No, yeah, when I was little, I used to have a best friend. Like little.
like second, first grade. That's what I'm talking about.
No. But my parents sometimes wouldn't, well, my dad wouldn't let me go over. So there was this big tank of, I think it was a gas tank, but it was empty and it was old, next to the fence. So I would sit there and she would sit on her side and we would just talk. Literally, and we would just like talk. And she was a little rich girl.
Yeah.
She was rich.
She was probably homeschooled.
Y ella tenía muchos juguetes, so oh my god, I used to love going to her house. Sí, la güerita que vivía al lado de nosotros.
Yeah.
And she had like a bunch of like toys, dress up stuff. Like this was like
She'd be
yes, I used to love
so
going to
much
her
fun.
house, watch movies. Su mamá nos hacía snacks, activities. Like she was
It was that
yeah,
white
y
girl
luego
lifestyle.
hasta me regalaron una camita de esas toddler beds back in the day, and I'm like, okay, me and my bougie white rich friend.
Oh, I remember when they left.
She moved out. She moved out of that neighborhood,
They bought a
and then they
rancho.
invited. We compraron un rancho,
Dang.
and they invited me. But my dad didn't let me go.
Yeah.
so I lost her. I just remember her. I just remember her first name.
Oh,
You could have been with your white best friend right now.
I know.
I'm just kidding. Yes,
She better not.
Yeah, I was like,
look her up.
you're getting jealous.
There's
I'm like,
things that are
mira,
meant to
acá
be,
bien-
like, you know.
Bien despistadita. Have you looked her up?
No, I haven't. I only know her first name. I don't know her last name.
No.
But yeah, it was just so weird.
I had two best friends when I was smaller. But that's the thing. Cuando estás chiquita,
Yeah.
oh, that's my best friend. I had two. Una gringuita. And then the other one, she was chicanita.
Same with me. Remember that one friend that used to live where one of our uncles lived? Remember she was from Texas and she had a whole bunch of little cousins and stuff like that?
No.
Chicana?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
she was
who you're
Chicana. She's
talking
from
about.
Texas. Remember, right there. She lived in our neighborhood. I went to school with her.
No.
I don't want to say her name, but yeah. Don't you remember? Anyways, but that happened to me too. She had just moved into the neighborhood. She just lasted a year and a half there.
Oh,
Because then they moved.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I know
we went to the
exactly who you're talking
movies.
about. I'm so sorry. Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
we went
I
to
became
movies.
best friends with her little cousin. Oh my
Mhm.
god. If you're out there, I wish I could say his name, but if you're out there,
Say it.
Jacob, if you're out there, I remember our song. What was it? It was like Kanye West.
Yeah.
Dude,
so
this
cool.
little boy, I kid you not, I did have a boy best friend. You guys see?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
we
because
were
there's a lot of things that we don't remember because we were younger.
Yeah, I was in like second, maybe first grade, and we would sing that song by Kanye West.
Which
What was
one?
it called? How can I be so heartless? Oh my god, we would sing it in the morning on the bus, and everybody like, shut the.
Oh, now that I'm thinking, I did have another best friend in kindergarten. She did have another best friend in kindergarten. She was like from kindergarten to like 4th grade, I want to say. No, yeah. Her name, I don't want to say her name either, but we would talk on the phone. Her parents still see me en la Walmart y ellos me saludan.
Oh, that's cool.
To this day.
Pero ella no.
No te
Ella
saluda?
no.
'Cause
I
she
mean, I
wasn't your
had
best
never
friend.
seen her.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
I haven't seen her, pero like on social media, like I started
Y no te
following her,
saluda.
and like I was like, oh hey, like how have you been? Like has hablado con gente, and I know she has because
Yeah.
they all moved together to the same high school. Yo fui la que me fui a otra high school, otro middle school, una high school, middle school, and pues todos ellos se quedaron juntos y yo fui la que me salí. Like me fui a otra middle school, so I know
Vive.
she has, but
So
she
this
left me
girl
on
was
red.
before me.
Yeah, she was before you. She left me on red on Facebook like a while back,
When you reached out.
when I reached out.
That's
So I was
what
just
a
like,
bitch.
okay, so I guess
You
it's
don't wanna
cool,
be
and
my
it's
friend.
cool because I mean I wasn't looking to like be the same best friend.
Yeah, but you want
Yeah.
to catch up.
But yeah,
or
I'd be like,
say,
oh hey, how
girl.
you been? You know.
She's probably
I would
like
have been excited.
kindergarten girl. I'm just
Or like,
kidding.
oh,
But
she
no,
probably
she said
didn't
kindergarten or
remind
fourth.
me.
Oh, the
Oh
fourth.
my god, guys, can I say a quick cheese
What?
minute before we end anything? Okay, so and this is about one of my, and this is another best friend that I did have in
used to
high
have,
school. I
uh-huh.
used to have a best friend in high school, and you know, every day after school nos la pasábamos todos los pinches días juntas. Anyways, but she ended up having to leave my high school to go to another high school, and then there she got a whole bunch of enemies. Like all these girls did not like her.
Yeah.
And one of the girls that did not like her, I was best friends with her in elementary school. So okay, so she knew that we were best friends. So we just after elementary school, she went to a different one. I mean, I went to a different one. So we lost track of each other, whatever. So then in high school, cuando estaba pasando todo ese drama, obviously I was on my best friend's side. Because I didn't fuck with her in a long time.
Yeah.
Since elementary. So, of
Yeah.
course, and I never even spoke to the girl. Because she went to a whole different high school and shit.
Yeah.
And middle school. So, all right. They ended up getting into a fight. Something happened. Somebody jumped somebody. And tell me why. Like, this happened to me not too long ago. And I went out to a club. Well, I went out. Right? And we were dancing or whatever, and I'm that person that like if I'm dancing there's other people dancing around, like yo a bailar, I don't care, I'm just a dancing person, like I love to dance, I love to make friends. Ya habían unas muchachas allí y yo miré que estaban bailando, so I just grabbed, like I didn't look at her face, I just grabbed her, just like come on, let's dance, and she literally was like no. When, like me puso las manos que no, y cuando voy mirando para arriba es la muchacha con la que my best friend se peleó. Pero I'm talking like we're adults now. I have no child. I'm 27 years old. Like what? This was high school. Like you're really gonna say no to me? Fuck you, bitch. I don't want to dance with your ugly ass either way. But yeah, that shit shook me, and I started laughing my ass off. I still kept on dancing, and I was dancing with some girl that she was with. So I was like, bitch, fuck you. I got your best friend dancing with me. Like, what's up? I'm just that type of person.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you guys
saying?
leave on bad terms?
No, because we were little kids.
Oh yeah.
We stopped talking in elementary. Like we left each other.
Because I don't know if we left on bad terms, I don't think I'll talk to you in
we
public.
didn't leave on bad terms. The thing is that I was just best friends with the girl she got into a fight with in high school, and obviously I would be hanging with my best friend when we would have like games at her high school. And they would see me with her, and they like no me querían. So I'm just like, bitch, fuck you. Like, you know, to me that was hilarious. I was like, bitch, ya estamos bien viejas. Like, no mames,
get over
how
it.
you gonna turn me down like dancing? Like, why'd you come out here then if you're not gonna be dancing? Like,
Exactly.
I just wanted to say a little.
It wasn't intense. Like I feel like if she would have fought you, then it'd be different.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, the argument wasn't even with me. Boo.
Oh my god, I have a question. So does that mean that your friends' enemies are your enemies, or do you just
No,
you
I
would
don't think
say
so.
hi?
Just depending on how bad.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on how bad they don't like them. Like if there's something like completely like, oh, they disrespected them, then yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
But if it's like,
True.
oh, you don't like her because you don't like the way she looks. Okay, then I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah, you can't.
Like
do
there
that.
has to be some
A
real
good
beef. Like it has,
reason.
like real beef. It can't just be like, oh, I don't like her because she looks at me weird. No, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be like, okay,
Like, ¿qué te pasa,
yeah.
güey?
Yeah.
It's,
What
be
about
like
you
that.
guys? How do you guys feel about that?
I don't ask. I just like I don't like her. I just don't like her either.
exactly, and the same with her. Like if she's like,
But then would you
No,
stop
we
hanging
don't.
out with that person?
yes,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But I don't.
She comes
think,
first.
But I don't.
I wouldn't ask her,
Yeah, same.
but I'm the way we are is just we're gonna do it.
If
because
that
That's
person,
where loyalty lies.
Yeah.
it's like if that person came in a conversation and Jasina's like, I was hurt by this person. Even if Jasina's still talking to that person, I still have like a little mad.
Yeah, because that has happened to me, but I've never gone in it. Like I've always just let them be.
Yeah,
like I always
'cause-
just be like, I'm both of you guys' friends. Like I don't care.
Oh, yeah,
But how do I say? I always did that because I always knew that at one point they would become friends again. Yeah,
And then you're
they
gonna
did.
look like
No,
and then you're gonna
I'm
look
gonna
like the
I'm
bad
gonna look like
person.
I'm putting something in this girl's ear. And
Yeah.
no, and it's just never right to not like talk about your friends in front of other people ever,
Yeah, no,
unless it's something
definitely not.
positive. Yeah, but you should never bring up their name if they're not there to defend themselves. Do not talk about them. So that's what I would do. I wouldn't even talk about one or the
other.
one or the other to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, what
No,
happened? Eventually, they did become friends, and look, like, see.
No, I
So it
mean
just
like
worked
in
out.
our
Yeah.
relationship, I feel like there has been people in Jasina's life that she's like, oh, I got in a fight with this person, and I, even though maybe they're part of Jasina's life and she has to say hi, I still
You're like,
have
I
to,
don't fuck with them.
I still look at them dirty.
Yeah.
Pero like yo y Jasina no compartimos amigos, ¿verdad?
No, I think just from
Our cousins.
no. Oh man, I don't want to say her name.
You're right,
She's
you're
her
right, you're
friend.
right.
Like we
She's
have
our friend.
friends
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that también like we've been
Yeah, you're
friends.
right.
I was actually.
But you're right.
I actually met her at the same time that we started
being
hanging.
being best friends.
Yeah, but
I met her in
linked-
kindergarten. I have
Oh, yeah.
pictures of her in kindergarten. I don't remember.
But guys, I did
know.
want to tell you about a situation that
Wow.
did happen with me and my best friend.
Wow.
So there was a friend that we always hung out with, like 24/7. Like at 7 a.m. we were at her house, ready to
Jesus.
go smoke,
Smell. Oh, okay.
do
okay.
miscellaneous things, and like literally we would be like crackheads up at 7, getting our coffee, going to go smoke, and like spend the whole day together. Literally. So we were always with this person. I came to my birthday, big ass birthday bash I threw, and this girl got so messed up, right? At the end of the night, I ended up with her and this other girl and then a guy. But that guy was talking to my best friend. So tell me why. I'm in the car, right? And the reason why we left the house was because mom was trying to call the cops on my party. So I lied to everyone at the party, and I was like, my mom's calling the cops. Everyone leave. Everyone leave. I'm pretty sure mom was not gonna call them.
Yeah, but she was
threatening me.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just tell everyone that they're coming. And I was like, they're coming. Hurry up, everyone leave. Like, we can't have no bottles out. Everyone just left. And we went to go wait by the park by the house. Like a park that was just there. And I, at the, like in the back of the car, I could hear the smooching and all that. And I look back, and sure enough, they're going at it, girl. And I look at her. I give her like the stink ass, like
gave her
the
that eye,
stinky
like,
ass fucking
no,
look.
like even if I ever am I kissing a man or my husband and I contact your eyes with my eyes while we're kissing, I mean, I'm not a person that kisses in front of people. But if I were, I would be like, you know, like, and please don't tell me she continued to kiss.
Yes, she didn't care. I gave her the stinkiest eye look. Like,
remember
girl,
that
like.
the guy that she was smooching with, it was her best friend's guy that she was talking to.
Yes,
That's when she gave her the
we
evil
missed that
eye.
part.
You see, that's
That's why I was giving her a stink eye. Like, I was letting her know, like,
Sister,
what the
if I was
I would have jumped up and smacked her.
like,
fucking face.
you don't know how bad, but then I felt bad because the other girl
Bad
wasn't
for
gonna know
who?
who the fuck, and then the
I
other
wouldn't
guy
care.
she was with was gonna be like, because that's the thing, it wasn't official. So who am I to be like,
Still,
that's,
out of
you know,
respect.
that's nasty.
you're right. Out of respect, I should have, but I didn't. But my best friend did something way like crazy. I wasn't expecting
Wow.
this. So the next morning, like the first thing I do is like, come pick me up. Like, we gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
So like she comes and I tell her, like, as soon as I get in the car, I'm like, girl, I have like the biggest chisme to tell you. Like, this is what happened last night.
Yeah.
We were on our way to get breakfast. This girl's like, what? She did what? Puts her car in reverse and she goes right to the girl's house at like 8 in the morning.
What the?
Literally. And then she's like, goes up to her and asks her, like, did you do it? And the girl's like, yeah, like, and I'm like I'm in the car
Jordan's
and I
in
have
the
the
car biting
windows
her
down.
nose.
Bitch, I was like, but I didn't give a fuck because at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna go with my best friend. Like, you were
Yeah.
wrong. I didn't care. Point being was that, like, I was there, like, trying to listen to what they were saying. I don't ever really know what happened outside the car.
Yeah.
I was never there. But I just
confronted her.
I just remember feeling like, damn, like,
Like a snitch?
they're like a snitch, but not really, because it's like, you know,
It's your best friend.
Yeah, that's your best friend.
and it like up to that day I never spoke to that girl ever again, even though we were so close and even though like we've gone through so many things. I never spoke to her again.
All right. So question real quick. Now that we're talking about things like that.
Yeah.
So let's just say your best friend's husband was with another woman. Would you tell her right away?
Hell yeah, I'm a
Or would you
FaceTime.
wait?
No,
her.
but would you do what Yesenia said and go up to him and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah. Oh.
I would FaceTime her. I'm like, you see,
Look at this.
Look at this.
Yeah.
And then if Jason's like, go up there and punch him in the mid, then
Yeah,
of course.
I don't think I would go and say
Listen,
something.
I
I'd
would
probably
tell
look at him. Like,
Yeah,
ooh.
Because talking about that, I have done that in the past with Jasenia.
What?
I've confronted her partner at the time, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, but you guys were kids.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
we were
Yeah,
younger.
that's not kids, but we were like teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't know how I took it. I don't
no, she
remember.
was pretty cool. She's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Like, she doesn't like to make scenes.
Yeah.
No.
Really, girl? I'm the queen of making scenes. I'll make a scene anywhere.
Yeah.
She's cool and collective, and
But
it wasn't because he was being shady. It's because he called me a bad friend more than anything.
I think that's what
She
hurt
said,
her
I'm
the
not
most.
letting you call
Yeah,
me.
he said you're a bad friend. I was like, excuse you?
You're like, bitch, that fucking hurt.
You hit me in my soul.
Exactly. And like, but I think it was we were young and
Yeah.
like I
But
feel like-
now, I think now, if that situation would happen, like what Karina gave the example,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call Jessica. I would just take it upon myself and
You would. You personally, you would
Yeah,
take it
I
up
run
on
him
yourself.
over.
Like, you would approach.
Literally.
Like, accidentally.
All right.
and then afterwards, Jessica, I did this.
Yeah. Like, if it was my sisters, like my sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I was to see Hector
Oh
or
yeah.
Junior.
Oh, definitely
Oh,
punch
yeah.
him in the face.
Hell yeah.
Just know, same. I
Oh,
think
you're
I would
saying
definitely go
names out.
fucking ham. I would go
Yeah.
ham on somebody. Even if it was just like on my mom. Even my mom.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Just
Oh, my mom.
God.
Yeah.
Did you guys fight somebody
Yeah.
for your best
Yeah.
friend?
Oh,
Heck yeah.
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Girl.
Yeah.
Loki, yes, he
But
did that
fight
for me.
for her.
Yeah, I
fight
did
for
that.
her. Like,
fight for
not
her.
where she's like getting beat up. Would you fight for her?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
I would stand
Pull some
up.
hair.
Would do everything. I would stand up.
Excuse
and,
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, and even like Jessica's muy callada. Like
Yeah. Yo
she
soy de
lets
tejadilla.
people like slide by with a lot of shit. And
Oh my god. Me thinking
Vamos.
about a fight. I know. A mí no me gusta pelear.
Hey,
I'm scared. What
but
if I lose?
if you pick at me the right way,
Oh.
I can
She
be
would jump on you.
a demon too. Like I feel like if my
like an ice ball.
adrenaline, it's my adrenaline's at the right spot.
Yeah.
I think I can.
You can go at it. Yeah.
I've seen Jessica
She
go
will
crazy.
rock your shit.
I think I've seen both of you guys gone a little cray.
Oh,
Y'all haven't seen
it must
but-
be very tough at being a sister that like it's
older
older.
sister.
Yeah,
It's
like
hard.
because
and the less
honestly,
crazy sister, because you are
Yeah.
less crazy. Are you the less crazy out of your sisters?
No, I'm the crazy.
You're the Karina of
literally.
I'm the crazy. I'm the oldest, yet I'm the one. Like I feel like my sisters are embarrassed of me because I am.
What?
Yeah, because I'm that type of person
Yeah.
where I don't care where you take me. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be loud.
Yeah.
And I don't even have to be drinking, and I'm like laughing, like
I
whatever.
love that
It's
about
just
you.
yourself.
Yeah, me too. Yes, yeah. I feel like you're always drunk.
I'm not. I swear I'm not.
but it's your personality, like how you
Yeah.
are. You can make anything funny and lit
Yeah.
just without even drinking.
And always laughing.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and like they don't like that, and then I'm like, I got
So más
tatted
serias.
first. I got yeah.
Oh my god, you are tatted up.
Yeah.
So that's a big
Girl
tattoo
tatted.
girl.
Yeah, and like my sisters, they're not tatted at all.
Yeah.
So I've been the one that's always taking that step as older.
Yeah,
sister.
you're always the first one to be
Yeah.
like the rebel.
Yeah, a rebel, but yet I'm very like grounded at the same time. So,
She's an adult when she has to be,
yeah.
and she knows how to party.
Yeah. So I'm the one. I'm the Karina in the family.
Yeah.
And I have no regrets.
No, don't get me wrong.
No
At first,
regrets.
right, you know, we were very like, it was hard for us because like we were like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
But I feel like after a while, we're like, yeah, Karina.
Yeah, now he can get it together.
Karina, yeah, it was her.
Yeah, literally. But like then we used to freak out. Anything crazy? What's wrong? Why are you doing that? But now we're just like, oh yeah, she's in the woods over there.
She'll be right back when she wake up. Give her about maybe 10 minutes. She'll come back from her blackout.
Yeah, consider that normal. Right?
Yes. Like I kid you not. One night we were back here, and then they're like, Karina went out to the street. She's over there running on the road, and I'm like, oh, she'll be back. She's gonna get tired. She'll run back.
You already know.
She was
Ya
like,
ahí
I wanna see the
tenía.
dog.
It's a
I
5
don't
minutes.
know what is it with us. Every time we drink, we have to run. Like we're literally racing on the road at 4 a.m. going back.
Let me tell you. Remember, Karina, when we went out?
Oh my
one
god.
of the few times we went out.
Yeah.
And Karina literally left her fucking shoes.
Yes, I left my
And we
shoes
had to
at
go
the club.
back to get them.
Oh
again.
my god.
We were already so close to the car, and
And I'm like, my shoes, my shoes. She's like, oh my god.
How did you walk that far without your shoes?
Girl, I
But you
was
were
didn't even
drunk.
notice.
tired. I wasn't even.
Were they nice shoes that you could not leave them?
They were regular black.
Pero,
But
¿cómo se llama? Descalza.
Sí, güey.
Completely
Y las
right.
patas todas negras a la verga.
Pues ibas
I did not
caminando
care.
downtown con las,
Yeah, we were
con sin
downtown.
zapatos, no manches.
Oh my god.
I know. Sometimes when me and Jesse would go party and stuff, I was like, damn, how did we get home? How did Jesse get home? I'm like, oh my
You guys
God.
need to go party together. The best friends over
know.
there.
Es que yo
You
soy
guys
bien-
are your scene.
I feel like
did
you
once.
guys are embarrassed of me
Why?
because I'm too like I don't like to do that because I feel like I'm the one that's like no.
No.
I'm like a party pooper.
I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly how you
Let's
feel.
go, let's go, and like shot, and I'm like, I can literally say no, and I'm
She
gonna,
did-
and I'm gonna
yeah,
stay on
she
my
says
ground.
that.
She's gonna
She's
stick
like, no.
to no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't want to bring the vibe down. You know, like
Yeah.
you're at a level, and you're with someone that's not at that level, and I don't want to bring the level down. And
That
I'm
doesn't
okay
bother me.
with it.
It's just not your scene.
Yeah, and
it's
I'm
not her
okay
scene.
with it. Like I can be around you guys, and y'all be lit, and I'm okay with like not
Like, just
being
don't
lit.
ask me to take 3 shots back to back.
Yeah, like-
that's a hell
like,
no.
Yeah, and like I feel like yeah, I'm just not that type of person.
It's hard to find best friends that are not too like how do you say not too similar. I guess that's how you would
Yeah.
say. Like you know the friends
Like
that always
the
party.
opposites?
Yes,
Oh
opposites.
my
There you go. That's what I would
God.
say. Like when they're opposites. So you know how like you have that friend
That's
that
hard.
you.
I can't have a friend that's too serious. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would be like,
Well, you have a sister.
deuces. Yeah, that's
But coming
different.
back to that, I don't think I'm embarrassed like to be like, oh yeah, my sister doesn't go out. Like no,
No, but like to a party and you're like, oh yeah, that's my sister, just boring on bitch.
I would literally
No,
tell you.
no.
I'd be like, oh yeah, don't ask her. She's not
gonna say
gonna
no.
do it. She's gonna say no. So I don't even bother
First
to
of
ask.
all, it's not hard because I have a friend friend. I can do that. Yes, and yeah. I have a friend that she does no peer pressure. You cannot.
Oh, yeah.
She does none of that. Like she'll literally be like, no, I'm going home at 8, and like there's nothing you can tell me about it. And I can do that because how do I say, like, she's the mom of the group.
Yeah.
So I'm like, she's the one that keeps us grounded. Like, let me tell you, like, this girl is literally, she's the best. By the way, shout out to you. She's one of my, not best friend, but one of my closest friends.
And I feel like sometimes I feel like I need to have a day where I like get loose, like you know, lose my shit. But it's just I feel like I have so many kids and so many responsibilities.
But I feel like you think you're too grown, but you're never too grown. You only have one life, girl.
I think when we're in the comfort of her home, she gets loose.
That is very true. You noticed that last time, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I try, but I just feel like I just have so much.
She has too much responsibilities.
Yeah, and I mean, and then I have a baby, so I feel like
it's different.
Yeah,
with the baby.
But even before, I feel like I have never been that person to be like, yeah, let's go get lit. Like, you will never get a message from me, be like, hey, do you want to go out?
No,
let's get lit. Like,
you get that from me on a Good Friday.
And if we ever do get a message like that says like, hey, let's get some drinks, you better go. Because that's like a one time in a lifetime.
Like, I can like go out to lunch and like drink like a margarita or but hasta
which we've done it. We went out and
we've been out that. And we've done that. But like así
like
que
in a chill environment.
Like así que voy a ir a tomar porque me quiero poner drunk. No.
That's not for you. All right, everybody, so it's come to the end of this episode. I want to say thank you to all our friends, and stay tuned for our next episode. We are going to have a guest, so please stay tuned.
It is going to be our first guest. So just a reminder, we are adding Q&As and polls, so go ahead and keep interacting with us. We would love to hear from you.
This is Karina,
Yessie,
Joanna,
and Jessica, and this is
Ready or Not, Latinas, here we come.